Duramax oil change, if it's above 0 degrees Fahrenheit, you're going to be running the T5 Rotella heavy duty diesel oil, or if it's below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, you're going to be running the T6 version, which is the 5W40. T5 that I'm running is the 15W40. We have an AC Delco oil filter. This is a GM product, OEM PF2232 part number. And then I found the best price for this oil filter, linked in the description on Amazon. Only $9 for one. Tools needed for the job, 13mm with a ratchet. I like the long one because I have more leverage. Then we have a oil filter wrench that we can clamp on and loosen it. Make sure you have a rag. And I do every oil change every 5,000. Pro tip, tin foil is gonna keep things clean. And this tool is really helpful for keeping things clean also. Everything's linked in the description. We're doing this on the ground like you will at home. Popping the hood is the first step. Step number 2, pull the oil fill cap, and we're just gonna set it on top so that air can get in to let the oil flow out easier. Drain pan and tin foil, setting this up for me down here. Got those tools I mentioned right here. I should have put these on sooner, but if this is your first time watching one of my channels, you know the way to do it is with Maxi Flex gloves. I'll leave these in the description. I'm 6'1", 170 pounds. I wear a medium. These are the best. Put my 13 on. This is positioned correctly. Oh, now I'm gonna take my favorite tool, and I can twist it off without getting in the way of the oil stream. We're down to a small drip. This one has a rubber O-ring attached to the bolt. So when I snug this up, I know it's gonna have a good seal. Slide our oil out of the way. Wipe this all off. Now we're gonna take the tin foil, slide it up in here, and create a little passageway for this to drip out. Take our oil filter wrench on the biggest setting, start rotating it loose, nice and easy, properly. We're just gonna let that drain a little bit. Don't let that drop too much on you. Take some oil, rub it around this seal. Make sure your hands are dry so you have good grip, but you don't really have to stress when you have these Maxi Flex gloves on. Something to think about once you're in here and you take that old filter off, make sure that this O-ring came off with the old filter, and you're not gonna put an O-ring on top of an O-ring, and that will create a loose seal and you'll have oil spit out. Happened to me when I was 18 once. That was 10 years ago. I was like, why is my oil light on an older car that I had? And I look out and there's oil spitting out, and I take the filter off. There's 2 O-rings. All right, got that hand tight. Ball it up into itself. That spot. You can use a funnel, but I have one of these I like to use. This truck takes exactly 2.5 gallons, so they make this really easy for us. Fill cap back on. I'm gonna head over to the dipstick, wipe it off nice and dry. Full. All right, before I start it, I'm checking my oil filter's tight, check. Drain plug's tight, check. Oil fill cap's on, check. Engine has oil, check. Let it sit for a few. Pour all my oil into this, it collects into here. Then I take it to an auto part store, O'Reilly, AutoZone. They will take your oil and dispose of it, and they actually get paid for the recycling process, so don't feel guilty. Check the oil one last time, and we are full. I've made sure there's no leaks on the bottom. If you want to change your fuel filter, I'm going to leave this video right here where we can walk you through that process so you can do them both at the same time. I do my fuel filter every other oil change, and I do every oil change every 5,000.